one of the phenomenal challenges in human life, uh, more so now than ever before, because we're exposed to so many different possibilities. uh, the number of possibilities we're exposed to are extraordinary, and through media
Mm.
especially. Uh, and the way media is presented to us, that there are better stories and better stories and success stories and mega success stories, and then there's uh, Elon Musk stories, and then there's you know
Mm.
there's so many stories that to maintain your story, one's own story, becomes the greatest challenge. So you're exposed constantly. It's not just meeting a person. Every time you see something other than your life, the question can come up, okay, well, that's interesting. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? A person has to be
Mm.
a person has to be in tune with their own story, not anybody else's
Mm.
story. You know,
Mm.
this this thing that I represent, whatever it is my story. I'm not uh, I don't have a tradition. I don't have a dogma. I don't none of those things. It's all like a story that's unfolded through me. I've heard
Mm.
things, but they've all developed through me, and I've been fortunate enough to allow that to happen and not to imitate, mostly because somebody at some point told me the best story is don't imitate somebody else's story. And
Mhm.
and I believed that and I stuck to it. And so I tell that to people, if you have something that turns you on, if you have something, now it's not going to be absolute. Nothing can turn on a person absolutely, because once the dinner bell rings, you know, all the stories are suspended, at least for those few moments. They are
Yeah.
for humans,
Yeah.
especially if it smells good and it tastes good and you haven't eaten for a while, all this,
Mm.
whatever it is, it's, suspended. So if you can hold to the story that turns you on and allow it to develop from time to time by checking it out, but not daily, not moment to moment,
Yeah. Yeah.
then and resist the influence of other people to tell you you should pay attention to their story, or you
Mm.
should follow
Mm.
their story, or their story is good. God bless them if it works for them, you know. My story
Mm.
works for me. I would never, never try to influence another person to follow my story. I would influence a
Mhm.
person to do what I was told. The best story is to follow your story. And
Yeah.
if you can
Yeah.
follow that story for a while, it won't be a story anymore. But it'll still be something that's not an absolute. It'll be a reflection of absolute, because that's what we are.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Beautiful.